Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day. So
chest blasted.
Chest. He just what?
How about this? We'll give something for the listeners. All right.
Okay, dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. If they want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker, it's 11.
We're at
It's
work.
11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11
I
o'clock
was
in the
at work
morning.
too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for you to talk about blood dick.
Right.
Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode?
Listen,
Hashtag blood dick.
so awesome.
Listen. Welcome to the Covert Standard.
Hey, we got two sponsors kicking this thing off with CabalUSA.co making holsters and hats and shirts and having the right fucking gear. That is co, not com. And then we also have
not come.
Heyo.
And iView Marketing. iView Marketing prints shit on shit and
Shit on shit. I like it.
takes care of your business needs. So I watched Commando the other day, and
Hell segue.
He keeps going more into like how I was going to open it.
I'm more excited.
Commando, not wearing underwear.
So-
Yeah.
Heyo.
I cannot stop being obsessed with this movie. It's so much better than I remember it.
Tell me about it.
So every fucking line out of that man's mouth is gold.
You're
It's
talking
an
about
80s movie, bro.
Dude, no, it's not an 80s movie. It's the 80s movie.
You're talking about Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Arnold
right?
fucking Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
I forget what the fuck that guy's name is, but he's the dude that he's in Predator, bald black guy that fucking gets shot in the head with the little tri-laser
I can't
beam.
remember his name either.
Boop, and it fucking blows his head up. He is a bad guy in it.
I don't think they did any of that.
What?
There was
How did they do that again?
There wasn't that.
Well, he's doing it for the audio.
No.
You know,
It's
like
visualization noises. So, anyways, he starts off the movie by fucking pulling a Mac-10 out of a trash or a garbage truck and shooting
Bill
a guy in his
Duke.
driveway. There we go. Bill
Duke is the actor you're looking for.
Yep. That's right. But dude, everything out of his mouth in that movie is, "You're dead tired."
Quote more, please.
I like that voice.
You know how I told you were going to die last? I lied.
And
It's so fucking
are
good,
great.
dude.
one more. Let's hear another one.
One more.
Let off some steam.
That was my favorite one, dude.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
It was that time where he was fighting the guy in that one corridor, right? And like
So
they
that's
bust
the greatest
pipe
thing.
open.
That's
Knife
why,
fight.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
why it's so okay. Oh my god, everything about this
He's
is so
excited.
80s. So for one, Arnold Schwarzenegger gets shot in the shoulder. The guy has his daughter at gunpoint. He doesn't have any guns. He's just got a knife. And so Arnold Schwarzenegger just says, fight me like a man. You don't need that gun. You can kill me with a knife. And for no reason, the bad guy's just like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'll fight you with just a knife.
And then also, Arnold's in his fucking prime, immaculate. And then the dude, the main bad guy is in like my kind of shape. He's fucking a schlubby, fucking 50 pounds overweight piece of shit. And he's like, yeah, I'll take you on hand to hand, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it's just, dude, everything is gold. So his AK, he storms this beach with an AK.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
So I was thinking, oh, that looks like a fucking Norinco because it's got the Palomar thumb hole stock action. Internet Movie Gun Database it.
Best place ever.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's actually
That's where I found the 365 in Parabellum. I had to look it up. I was like,
it's a 308 AK.
Ooh.
Yeah, which I did not like. It
Weird.
wasn't obvious from the magazine at all. I
don't think I've ever seen one of those in
what
person.
was obvious is that looked like a 30-round magazine, but you would have been deceived because that was actually a 250-round magazine. It didn't
The
need-
correct way to shoot guns.
250
Dude,
rounds.
okay, so
Goddamn.
he just keeps going with it. It's so awesome. And then he gets cornered in a fucking shed. He has no more guns. So what does he do? He finds garden materials. So he fucking grabs some circular saw blades and throws them like frisbees and chops part of a top of a guy's head off. He grabs a pitchfork and a machete and he fucking pitchforks a dude and then chops a guy's arm off with a machete. It's everything about it is so fucking good. God, that movie is America.
Look, I need to watch this again.
1985 action thriller Commando. It's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. There's a lot of good actors in this one too. Alyssa Milano's in it.
None of them do a good job.
You got to start somewhere.
Everything's so fucking good in it.
Dude, Bill Paxton was in it.
Yes!
Yep.
Bill Paxton plays like a air traffic controller that's like, sir, I don't think you can do that.
Gun store part.
This
Oh, yes.
Brand's
So-
Combi Richmond is Vega.
We have talked about this movie previous on the podcast, and I couldn't quite remember it, and you jogged my memory. I was thinking it was like a military outpost, and you were like, no, it was a
gun store.
It's an actual gun store.
So it was an Al surplus, all right? And so he takes a bulldozer, and he doesn't just like bust the door down. He literally just drives into the motherfucker. He just drives the whole thing into the store. And he gets all, his knives and his clothes that he wants. We got to get your tactical vest and your fucking war paint. And then he hits a secret button behind the counter, and a false wall opens. And it's all these fucking full automatic illegal ass guns, and along with a fucking 4 rocket launcher. I don't know a quad rocket launcher. I don't know what you call it.
Quad launcher? A quad.
I knew the fucking name of it too.
And then
It's in Resident Evil.
So the clear attempt at like the comical relief that he runs into.
M202.
Sure.
Yeah.
Flash. It's an American rocket
Yes,
launcher.
that one. Where you fucking
American.
pull it apart and
What
then
I fucking say.
America.
What I
America.
fucking say. He gets arrested, for no reason, just other than plot, and then she shoots the fucking armored or the paddy wagon that he's in. She shoots it with a rocket,
I like
because
the
that's
paddy
what you
wagon.
do when you're trying to save someone.
Duh.
Is you shoot the vehicle they're in with a rocket,
1985.
That's how you stop the vehicle. Duh.
Come on.
and it works out perfectly.
It's like an epic picture.
Yes,
Resident
dude.
Evil.
Yes.
Yes.
So good. Oh God, I fucking love everything about
I want one of those for the corner of this fucking studio. We got to find a shell. There's got to be a shell.
Well, just a fucking rocket launcher needs to be somewhere in here somewhere.
Yes, I agree.
Live or not
I
live,
gotta
I don't
find
care
it.
either way.
I'll
works.
find it. I'll
We
locate
gotta
it.
get a Ron Swanson, get a Claymore on the desk.
Yeah, just don't do that move
Just the
where it's like
mustache.
replaced with fucking confetti and shit. You know how mad that motherfucker was on that show?
Pretty
Okay.
good.
God damn.
I
It
also,
wasn't even real.
I
the
also
whole time.
I watched Demolition Man.
That's another
good
first
one,
in a
man.
while, and there's a fantastic
Fucking love it.
line that is just a throwaway line that I went ahead and recorded here. So
Jesus.
So we're gonna listen to this right now.
Jesus.
Dude,
it's like a little tiny girl
Yeah,
on his
little
fucking
girl.
arms. It's so good. I was laughing my ass off, and D2 was like, "Why are you, what? Why do you think this is funny?"
it's fucking phenomenal.
So you did an 80s day for fucking Memorial Day? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think Demolition Man's 90s, but yes.
Oh, yeah, excuse me.
1993. Yep.
Right.
Right.
Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, dude, Sandra Bullock, man.
Dude,
Urgh.
that movie
Bullock, man.
and Predator 2 both were like made in the future of 1996 to where like LA is literally a war zone because they thought that gang violence was just going to keep getting worse. So that was like their prediction.
No, they didn't. They didn't know it was the Democrats are gonna fuck it up.
So yeah, that's really good. Yep.
There's a lot of good actors in that one too, though.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
there's-
Jack Black's in it.
What is he? Really?
Yeah, he's Jack Black's in it.
No
And
way.
Demolition
Man?
And Demolition
I
Man.
missed him.
Yeah.
He
he's
is
something weird.
But the fat guy,
Scientist or something?
the fat guy from Beetlejuice, the guy that's supposed to be like a medium.
Wasteland Scrapper. He was one of the scrappers in a
Oh,
Wasteland.
okay, one of the guys that living down under in the sewers.
Yeah, so yeah, you pretty
Australia?
right didn't even see him.
Nope.
Because when they were
probably easy
coming out
wins,
of the
I'm sure.
ground was they were like trying to look for sauces from fucking Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was the whole thing of
That was the whole thing.
taco. Well, they wouldn't have had taco sauce though.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, but the great restaurant wars, Taco Bell is the only survivor.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because I kind of like Taco Bell and it's really cheap. I would hate to have to go to a restaurant and pay $15 for like.
Bro,
There is no sauce.
in Las
'Cause it's
Vegas,
bad for you.
Taco Bell
Therefore
is
illegal.
like fucking top of the line shit.
For real?
Yeah. They got a fucking fully automated fountain type of style for alcohol.
Who are you talking about? What?
This
Bell.
isn't Taco
Where?
Bell.
This isn't Taco Bell.
Where?
It said
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been to Vegas yet.
I figured you were talking about a place. But
Trip?
No. Yeah.
Dude, I would love to plan a fucking trip to Las Vegas, but I don't think any of us have the schedule for it.
So you were talking about going skydiving, and I immediately
I want to go skydiving. Yes.
I immediately thought, though, like, how expensive is that? Could that just be a plane ticket somewhere? Could we all just
It's
go
like
somewhere?
$175 for us to jump.
Yeah, it's
And there's a
$93
place
round trip to Colorado.
And there's a place above us here in Sanford somewhere that does like skydiving.
Yeah, but I think the one in Sanford's known for being land darts.
Okay, so we get a discount. Fucking $125. Like, are you what, really?
Just bring your own parachute just in case.
Yeah, I got a pretty decent sized bed sheet back there. I'll fucking make it
land
happen.
darts means that we're gonna die.
I know
That's
what that means.
Well, for the audience that's
Aim for the water.
listening,
Water dart,
or some kind. It's a
whatever you aim for.
It's a kasplat, is what it's going to be.
I'm gonna try to go for
Kaspleesh.
a house dart.
That'd be cool.
Just right into somebody's fucking roof.
I want to do it like right into somebody. I'm impaling them as they die
look,
and I die.
They come to the scene to look what's happening, and all they see is just like your body literally inserted into the center. Like
It's
there's
just
bones and
It's
shit
just
everywhere.
me holding up by boner. You were thinking something, D.
I was just thinking about Demolition Man. Eddie Murphy is like, not Eddie. Oh, that's fucked up.
Whoa.
Wesley
Whoa.
Snipes.
Whoa.
Wesley,
What? Yeah.
Wesley Snipes
Trying to
is
say
one
they all
of
look
the
alike.
most.
Because he's black. That's what it is.
He's
You
one
see
of the
Dillon's
most
not laughing about this.
likable. I was actually just quoting Eddie Murphy, or not Eddie Murphy, but
See, did
Here
it
we
again.
go again.
Did it again.
Dave Chappelle talking about
It's because he's black.
Dave Chappelle talking about Eddie Murphy in the 80s of the darkness.
The darkness. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about when you were talking about that. But Wesley Snipes plays like one of the most likable bad guys. in
Simon
the movie
Phoenix.
Yeah,
It's Wesley. Wesley Snipes.
it's Wesley.
Until like fucking the Joker, I feel like.
I agree.
You know, his
Yeah.
guy was like so likably evil. It's a weird character to play that not very many people play very often.
All he wanted to do is just steal some money.
Oh, he wanted to murder the fuck out of people. No,
and
he was
murder the fuck out of
He
people.
wanted to murder everyone. He was
He
totally,
started fights
but he
for
was
no
just
reason.
so happy about it.
Yeah.
It's just,
When he went through the museum,
Who else
that
is-
scene was fucking insane. He's like, oh, look at this shit.
how much do you weigh? And fucking threw him through the glass.
Who else does that remind you of? We have a friend just like that. That's in fucking Nevada or something.
I don't know.
Is he? Is he
Wesley
Nevada?
Snipes is in Nevada.
No, our Wesley
Our
Snipes.
Wesley
Yeah,
Snipes.
the other black guy.
Jay is definitely in. Is he in? Yeah, he's in Nevada.
Yeah.
In the desert.
Seems like we're going to have to make this trip because Las Vegas is there, right?
Yeah, I want to go to Taco Bell now. Oh yeah, and to see Jay. Sorry, yeah, that too.
We only going there to see Jay
Oh, Taco Bell.
and maybe Taco Bell.
All right.
7-Eleven's pretty dope in Japan.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing that.
Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah, no, it was. I remember. I kind of. No, I don't remember that. I was drunk.
I don't
I was
remember.
drunk. I'm sorry.
I've been there.
I don't remember 7-Eleven. I do remember that you could get like every drink known to man in one machine.
I remember Japanese girls.
I remember
That
Japanese girls as well.
I hear there's a lot of vending machines out there.
of Japanese
Fuck
girls.
those.
Yes, there is.
Fuck
Yeah, it's
load of
called
vending
Yoshiharas and Miyaharas.
Oh,
I don't know about
I
any
know
of that,
these.
but there is definitely
No?
a lot of vending machines.
Oh.
I don't think he was allowed to see any of that at that time. Well, I'd be like, you can't go there.
Well, he had a tour guide. That's
there's
why.
so many fucking pedestrians. Only a third of the country drives. So there's so
Are
many.
they considered wealthy?
What, the drivers?
The drivers.
Not necessarily.
No, the drivers were their workers. The wealthy were sitting in the back seat.
I mean,
transportation's so good out there.
yeah. You
Why the
just
fuck
don't,
would you need
just
it
don't
if you
have
have
to.
that?
So I don't
Yeah.
know that it because there's plenty of poor people that have vehicles. But I will tell you this: generally, if you have what we consider to be a regular ass car, then you're probably wealthy. If you have a 4-banger or even fucking God forbid a V6, there's special license plates that you get, and you pay way more for it. Most people's vehicles over there are like a fucking 3-piston engine, like a really fucking small engine.
I'll get me
damn.
a Skyline because that's what everybody drives.
Dude,
that was on base.
I've seen some
everybody on
Skylines
base has
over
had
there,
those.
but that's when you know motherfuckers pay a lot of money. And they also don't play about speeding tickets and DUIs. If you get a DUI, you ain't fucking driving for the rest of your life.
Yeah, they're pretty serious about that. Speeding though, there's legitimately
Depends on where you are, I'm sure.
legitimately the cops won't chase you after a certain speed. Like they won't even try. Like, that's a legit thing out there. Yeah.
Saw that in a movie.
No, that's a legit fucking thing because most of the boys that I knew out there that were in our platoon before we ended up going out to Iraq, we had like a 2-week thing, and we had one of the sergeants out there with us, and he had a car, and his was a G35, and he told us stories about it all the time. He's like, dude, If you speed and you see lights, just go faster and they'll stop. Like they won't pursue you after a certain
Pursuit
speed.
policy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
but over
It's a
there,
thing
it's
in
like
places as well.
over there, it's like
Stateside.
70 miles an hour. They won't pursue. Over here, it's like
You said stateside they have
150.
that here?
Hey, yes, definitely.
What are the locations?
Definitely. Places
everywhere.
in Florida.
Damn it.
The Murph. You guys know what the Murph is?
Yep.
Eddie Murphy?
No.
It's a white man.
Hero workout from a Navy SEAL,
yeah.
1 mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300
I started hearing
squats.
about that, and then my gut like overtook. I couldn't
Well,
hear it.
It's like,
He's like 1 mile run.
No, I don't know what
run.
you're talking about. I'm sorry, I've never heard of it.
It is a workout that has become very, very public because of CrossFit and, you know, the Instagrams. And everybody wants to do it on the Memorial Day for remembrance of, I don't think it's just LT, but sure. But it's become so stylized or so fucking out there. I don't want to do that workout on Memorial Day because everybody else is.
It seems weird.
It loses its nostalgia. It loses its ability to be special when it's just
its meaning.
Yeah,
like,
the meaning behind it.
People
I
don't
try to
understand
take
what the hell
Memorial
it is.
Day as like a real like. I work way too much. I took that day off. And I don't know. I try to take that day real fucking serious. I didn't post anything on Instagram or anything on the internets about it. I thought about it, but like I don't know. I fucking take that day to like genuinely give fucking thanks for all the sacrifices that have been made, and then the fact that I have never had to that none of us have had to deal with anything like a World War I or World War II, like the real fucking chaos that those poor bastards had to go through.
Yeah, one thing that was really crazy for me for Memorial Day was I had a buddy of mine that I served with actually put everybody's faces in a collage.
Yep.
And it fucked me up pretty bad.
Everybody that's not here
that
anymore.
Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up here.
It's all right.
The Memorial Day that what I do on Memorial Day is in remembrance of them, and the number that I knew of that I held on to for a while, because apparently I haven't gotten the news on everybody, was 8, and it's actually more than that. So it kind of hit me hard when I saw it that morning when I woke up, because I knew every single one of those people, and I didn't do really good that day. But anyways, moving on.
Did you know people don't know what the difference is between Memorial Day and Veterans Day?
Yes,
It's
there's a
so
lot of people.
frustrating.
But I also try not to be the dickhead that goes and tries to correct people either.
No, agreed.
Because they're
I
doing
don't-
it in good faith. You know,
Yes,
thanks for your service.
And then you have no choice but to just say,
I'm not-
hey, yeah, I get it.
Like, I get it. You probably don't understand everything like that. It doesn't mean as much to me as
It's in the fucking name.
Yeah.
I know.
Some people don't get it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, and there'll be times that you actually even text them back. You're like, hey, look, this is meant to be a remembrance type of
The
thing.
guys that aren't here.
You know, go
They
check
didn't
out
make
the memorial areas and check it out. But we got our own day. It's called Veterans Day. And then I got a lot of fucking feedback from that. So this year, all the people that fucking did the same thing again, it's the same fucking people.
Yeah, you just don't
I'm
say
like,
anything.
yep, don't
Yeah.
say anything. You really can't, you know?
It means more to me when somebody goes to the extra effort to understand it versus just saying it because it's just a spiel. However, I don't have it in me to be a dickhead because of it, because they actually went out of their way to say thank you. So, you know, I'm saying, no problem, you're welcome, or, somebody's got to do the job, whatever you want to say.
Sure.
In reply to that, because they may not understand. But, for those of you who are listening that don't understand, Memorial Day is really rough for the people that you're thanking right now. Not all of them, but there is probably a majority of them that are actually trying to remember somebody, and that day is really hard for them. So the reason why you might have some people, maybe try to talk back or try to correct you is only because they're feeling really, really, really down and really, really bad about this day. So when you thank them, they don't feel like they deserved that thank you, that the people that died deserved it. And that's why. So, just as a basic understanding, I try not to be that dickhead to try to correct somebody. If you don't know, you don't know. That's fine. Thank you. Move on. That's it.
I try to stay away from this year I stayed away from the booze and the bars and all that kind of thing. I try to think of it as for the guys that we've lost, how I can live my life through them, or how I can
Live the life they're not getting a chance to do.
like fucking spend time with a family and fucking do that shit instead of being a sucker to the bar, which has been on more than one occasion on Memorial Day. So I guess I'm trying
to wing off of the bar.
New leaf thing, but we'll see how well it works next year.
Yeah, brother. I'll tell you what, you weren't the only one. What I ended up doing is just going through my fucking books and whatnot, and didn't drink, didn't do any of that shit. And this had to be the first year that I didn't fucking do any of that. And shit, it was tough. It was fucking tough, especially seeing when you try to go on social media. Like, as much as you try not to fucking go over and over and over that fucking chapter, and you're like, fuck. All you got to do is just, that day was meant for them, for you to remember them and make sure that what they sacrificed was worth nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're living it through them.
I'm trying to be that way, like the high-spirited, the high-road approach. Like, try to live my life for them instead of down in the dumps. So that's why I kind of focus all my energy in doing that, minus that one day. I allow myself one day to get it out of my system. And then the rest of the year is me trying to live for them, if that makes any sense. So on that day, on Memorial Day, there's the day that I choose, and that's the day that I let it all go, and I do my thing, and then I move on the next day.
Yeah. Well, to try to change notes here, bring up a different topic. You talked about CrossFit earlier, and it kind of binged in my head there. So Facebook has been trying to censor content on their website more and more.
What?
And they fucked up and censored a offshoot page of CrossFit about alternative dieting, and they shut the Facebook page down without any kind of warning or explanation. And so CrossFit, that has millions of followers, their main page on Facebook in the company said, "Okay, fuck you, we're done," and they deleted their Facebook account. So there's actually quite a few different companies now. Mozilla's another one, to where they're just like, "Yeah, fuck you, Facebook," and they just delete their Facebook accounts because of how much Facebook's been censored.
Boycott. I like it.
If you're not, I'm gonna fuck up this word. I always fuck it up. Hegemonous.
I don't even know what that word is.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, you lost me.
There's a
Hegemonous.
Noam Chomsky book that talks about
Chase
it.
looks like he knows what it means.
What is it,
Yeah,
Chase?
that face.
It's fancy.
It's
It's fancy as fuck. D, we don't have those kind of listeners. Can you bring it back, please?
So, hegemony it's a word that means basically of get on the same page. Everybody's got to be on the same page.
Can we just say get on the same page?
Well,
Got to bring it back for listeners. D's more advanced.
Well, somebody had to point it out. Because can you imagine?
He is definitely the smarter one. But because he's
Jimenez. We're talking shitty guns again. All right, go ahead. I know that.
Sometimes, fancy words are just there to make someone feel like they're smart. And other times they have like a pretty in-depth meaning. That's another one of those words to where like me saying to be on the same page is kind of a shitty explanation, but more or less it's like no delineation of thought. Like you need to be on board with the mainstream shit. They don't like if you're pro anything that they think is not in the norm, then they're not cool with it. I think it started off with the Orange Man bad shit. Fucking if you're pro-Trump, pro-Trump,
pro-Tramp, huh?
Jesus.
Well,
I'm not pro-Tramp at all.
They're anti.
You sure?
They don't like that word either.
Some people like tramps.
Tramp is a bad word.
I mean, no.
Is it?
I think.
Lady and the Tramp?
Is it?
Yeah, the tramp was
according to the Facebook lords.
The Facebook lords.
Oh, you speak to them?
You speak to the Facebook lords?
I honestly stopped
the keyboard
going there
super warriors?
a long time ago. I've thought multiple times about deleting my Facebook account. I just don't know
You
what I'll
sounded super
gain
fat right then.
out of it. I sound fat all the time.
No.
You said I sounded super fat.
I'm sorry to interrupt. When you said it, you gained it 20 pounds when you said, go ahead, do it again.
Hold on. The lords, the keyboard warriors?
See, you got fat as shit right then. I heard the 20 pounds gain on you, bro. And I'm sorry. So what do you gain from getting rid of Facebook, right?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not going to delete it just because I feel like I don't gain anything from it, but I also don't use it anymore.
I don't use it either.
I don't put any information out there. I mean, they make money on me for just being on there, and I recognize that, but I don't know. It's more of the culture war bullshit that it's unfortunate, and I don't know what to do about.
Facebook should just go join MySpace.
Bruh,
And just fall
I wonder if I
just
still
fall
have
the
a
fuck
MySpace
off.
account.
Dude, my MySpace account is still up.
Bro,
Everybody's
looked it up.
is. Yeah.
Like I
don't even
forgot that I
remember.
had my own like media player where you can actually put your own favorite music,
Oh
like
my
top 5
God.
songs.
It's like a time
and
capsule.
it'll play your songs
Oh,
while
I
you're
need to
going
look
through
mine
your
up.
fucking shit.
Mine's really
but
bad.
You have to set it up if that's what you wanted to do. So that's the thing. You got to go through that.
I'm sure mine had Disturbed or something ridiculous.
Mine was me.
Papa Roach.
I know
Yeah.
exactly the
Oh,
shirt
my
I was
God.
wearing, the hat backwards, the
Yeah.
cell phone cell phone
look
pic,
how nothing has changed.
and and it had like
I like the laugh.
cash. it had like cash money all over the background, and like a diamond studded like briefcase with more money in it, and it was just like some gangster shit playing in the background.
You
All right,
such
I'm
a
going to look
nerd.
it up. What was your full name on there?
I'm not telling you.
Such a nerd.
I refuse to release this information.
MySpace.
Nitro Pandizzy.
No, Nitro Panda that was way after that.
.com / your name?
I don't remember what it was on there. It just has to be me.
It's my name for mine.
It probably
right.
wasn't Freddy or Frederick.
Fred Jeezy.
It might be Fred Easy.
Fred Jeezy.
Fred
Fredzy.
Jeezy.
Little Fred dog.
Fred, homie Fred.
Yeah.
Homie
The big homie Fred.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
you were probably
remember what it
tiny
was.
then.
Yeah, I was tiny.
I
I
know.
was skinny as shit at one point in my life.
What happened?
Food.
Oh, yeah, I get that. That was good.
Chow is good.
You guys really looking at the MySpace
I'm
shit
trying
right
to figure out what my page is.
I'm trying to do it right
They're
now.
both fucking doing it right now.
now? Oh, my God.
I don't remember
Let's
what
hear
it
more
was.
smart words out of
I'm
you, D.
trying not to go down this rabbit hole. None of you guys need to hear me go on another fucking political rant.
Why not?
Do it.
I mean, what else is new?
It's unfortunate that these motherfuckers they want to play it both ways. Literally, I want to say it's YouTube that is. It may be Facebook, but I want to say it's YouTube. There's literally in 2 separate lawsuits to where they're using 2 different arguments that are contradictory between both lawsuits.
Mhm.
But basically, they're trying to say that they are a publisher and a platform. And you really can't be both. You have to be either or. So you gave me a confusing look like, what the fuck does that mean?
No, why would that be even like a lawsuit? Why would they not understand that you have to pick one or the other?
Well, no, it's 2 separate lawsuits, and their defense in one of them is that they're a platform, and their defense in another lawsuit simultaneously is that they are a publisher. So, I mean, the trending page is another really good example on YouTube that they're a publisher. Like, they're critiquing and they're picking the stuff. Like, the trending page doesn't mean these are the videos that are trending. These are the videos that people are interested in. It's literally just hand-picked. I watched a really interesting analyzation of the trending page today of YouTube, and they basically, if you're an independent creator, you better be getting in the millions of views, versus if you are ESPN or you're Vox News or you're a late night like Jimmy Fallon, you can get like 10,000 hits, and now you're on trending. You know, it's just absurd of the two different standards.
Why
that they
would you
hold.
watch that?
I find that kind of shit interesting.
Yeah.
Analyzing the data and like how clearly, I mean, YouTube only exists because of its creators. I mean, it is a platform. It's supposed to be a platform. I remember YouTube when it was freshly bought from Google, and it was this really fucking interesting place to where anybody could say anything. I watched some crazy motherfuckers on YouTube in 2008. Some people, I watched a dude that was anti-human and constantly made arguments on why the human race should kill itself. Like,
God damn.
like some dark, weird shit.
Somebody watches it.
And
Dillon.
listen,
Right there.
I didn't agree with it, but he had
You gotta watch
gave
it.
him the,
but
gave
he
him the view.
but he had the right to
Somebody
fucking say
watched
it.
it.
He can't say that shit.
Did you
can't-
comment? Did you
can-
comment on there?
Yeah.
You know, that's giving him feedback, and that's actually giving him some boost right there.
What were his arguments?
I honestly, it's 10 years ago or 11 years ago. I can't, and the channel's deleted. You can't say that kind of shit anymore. There was all kinds of controversial, interesting thoughts that people were putting out there that I was engaging with back then, and I didn't agree with all of them, but I found them really fucking interesting. And you can't be out of the norm anymore. Like, they have a problem with color. They have a problem with anything that is out of the prescribed, this is what you're supposed to fucking think. They are the arbiters of the world now. They get to sit there and edit everything. And then they want to turn around and say, oh, well, we're not responsible for anything. We're not the publishers. But they're sitting there and deleting all kinds of content and downvoting and, hiding content from people when they would be interested in it because they don't like it. They feel like this type of content is a conspiracy theory. Meanwhile, if you want to go watch History Channel's Ancient Aliens, oh, that's fine because History Channel's uploading it. It's all kinds of this fucking double standard bullshit that is Silicon Valley thinking that they get to be the lords of the internet. I don't think I don't think it's going to end well. I think eventually it's going to turn into some violence, which is super unfortunate. That, or hopefully, which is sad for me to say, because I also think this is a shitty outcome, government oversight.
There's a lot of censorship happening on a lot of different platforms. I remember there was a post that I was going through on Fox News that actually was talking about a high school that censored out a couple of hats that people were wearing, and they weren't MAGA hats.
Uncle Sam's misguided.
He was the one that that's what it was. It wasn't Fox. It was him.
Right.
And it wasn't even "Make America Great Again" because everybody thinks that that's racist, which is so stupid.
Yep.
Come on, think about it.
That
Think
means
about the
racism.
words. "Make America Great Again" is not fucking racist. It means we want to make it great again.
So don't make me make their argument for you.
Sorry. So
No, make the argument.
They think that means, well, you're talking about a more racist time in America, and that's what you're alluding to. Is
Shut
really
the fuck up.
wanting-
That's what
Yes.
people really think
Yes.
right now.
Yes, because you're hearkening back to the 1970s when America was far more racist. Therefore,
In the 70s?
than now.
Wasn't there a TV show?
Well, really, I would say probably 60s and 50s.
Yeah, 60s and 50s, yeah.
Okay, but even more so, more racist time in America, and that's what you want to bring it back to is more racism, because the liberal leftist social justice warrior types really only see the negative in everything. So,
sure, yeah.
Especially when you deal with political opponents that they don't agree with. So if you talk about Make America Great Again, well, you're just talking about a more racist time in America, and there's no positive sides that we can talk to. You can't talk about, you talk to them about, oh, well, there's mass incarceration, right? What didn't happen in the 1950s? Mass incarceration? So wouldn't that be a better time in America? No. Because people were more racist, and that's all they want to focus on is the negative portion that they don't like. So that's all they see.
They're literally trying to milk this racism thing as far as they can go.
They have no one to attack. Like these racists don't fucking exist, and they don't know what to do other than to just move the bar, just change what racism means. We'll move that field goal. Move that post. And
racism also means that if you don't like pedophiles, you're a racist.
And it devalues the
what?
word.
That's a new thing?
That's the bar. That's kind of one of the examples of the bars. Like basically they try to find a new group of people that people don't like, and they call that racism. They try to use that as part of it. Like if you don't like anybody in the LGBTQ, you must be racist or sexist.
Do you know that there's a movement now, and the defense of the people I don't like being the progressives and the leftists, they're battling this out right now, but there's an actual movement for pedophiles to be considered under the LGBTQ or like umbrella.
Shut the fuck up.
So
Yes,
I have been
real.
patient. I have been patient. I'm all about freedom. I'm all about it. And if you want to be gay, cool, man. Go do your thing. I'm all about it. I think that there are other spectrums in this whole community that I'm not going to get into too deeply, but I think that is more of a mental issue than it is an actual
Fucking goats.
That's one of them.
That's not a mental issue. That's good times.
But I will tell you right now, there's a line for me.
Wait. Are we going to just like glide over that? What you just said?
What did you just say?
Skate right over it.
Skate right over it.
I'm not skating over anything. We'll repeat.
Goats and being a good time.
Goats is a good time.
He choked up over there. He's like, what?
Goats.
He's like, can you get any diseases?
I love when you guys like.
I want to know what his sexual fantasy is. It's like Chris Evans with a goat strapped to his chest in a Captain American costume.
You.
Have you seen?
I look nothing like Chris Evans. Have you seen me?
The goat yoga stuff when dumb bitches do yoga and goats jump on them?
Yes.
I just imagine a goat on top of Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, and now he's look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
He's looking it up.
I can only get so hard.
Sorry, I
So
interrupted you twice there. I want you to get back
I'm
to those
good.
hats too.
I'm good. Yes, the hats thing too. Oh well, let me start with the hats thing first. Let me knock that out. The censorship, what they literally just says, it just says Trump, and it says like, you know, President number 45 Trump. That's all it says. It doesn't say Make America Great Again, which is where they want to go ahead and argue about it being back in the late 50s, whatever. It just said Trump. They were supporting their president. They are wearing an item of clothing that all it said was Trump. It was supporting our American president that is in office right now.
Evil.
And so the school censored it because they don't like him. And it's been proven time and time again, but nobody wants to listen, that he's obviously not racist, okay? Because
he's definitely racist.
He's been in those communities for a very long time, helping
He's
a lot of
racist.
people.
He's sexist.
That's what it is.
I-
They're
Have you heard those chants?
oh my God. I don't want to go through this right now.
No racist. No sexist. No KKK. How's that go? There's
I don't know.
Holy shit! Yeah, I haven't heard any of these.
Well, that's all the fucking time they have in their
something
hands.
like,
They can
no
make up
sexist,
chants.
No racist. No KKK. No anti-gay. No racist. Something like that.
Something like that. That's pretty good.
Jesus.
That's pretty good at rhymes. I like it.
Holy fuck!
So anyway, they were supporting their president. Now, I want to take, the only reason why I feel so strongly about the whole censorship thing is I want to take it back 5 years ago. If any kid wore a hat or a t-shirt that said Obama on it, and you were to blank that out of any article, you have any idea how many people would raise up against
The
that?
irony for me is that you worry about 5 years ago. I worry about the 1940s. So all these people that are
Well, I mean, we can go further back, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just the most relevant. I mean, they're pretending to be anti-fascist, quote unquote,
Mm-hmm.
and they're blatantly totalitarian.
Yeah, they want to control.
They want to censor speech. They want to censor books. They want to censor photographs. They want to shut people up that disagree with them.
Yeah.
They're fucking dangerous.
Yeah, fuck them.
I mean, it's scary because that leads to violence.
Yes, it does.
And I don't want to be violent. I'm not trying to be violent in any way, but I know.
Yeah.
But someone will get violent.
Sure.
That's what it
Weird.
leads to.
Weird.
It's really, I mean, it sucks. It scares the fuck out of me of what they're doing to our culture.
It's because the whole control factor of things, like, okay, that's what their goal is, and I don't understand how they're still able to get people to agree with them.
Well, it's not that people necessarily agree; it's that people in small ways just accept their bullshit. Like they make exceptions for, it starts off with small shit, and it's been going on for decades now. Billy's feelings were hurt, so it doesn't matter if what you did to Billy was right or wrong objectively. Subjectively, Billy's feelings are hurt. Therefore, you need to apologize, and you're going to get detention. You know, that shit's been going on in our school system for a long time.
That's how you raise pussies.
Yes.
That's how you raise people that can't handle themselves in life.
We have decades of pussies.
I know, man.
And it's been from our American school system. And thankfully, since the Democrats want to make everything federal, they've made it federal. So there's all this education grant money that has forced these policies into everybody's school districts.
Yeah. And it forces it, and it sucks, man, because now our children aren't experiencing freedom. They're experiencing brainwashing a little bit more.
Yes, they're experiencing brainwashing more, but it comes down to parenting. I mean, if you have a fucking good parent, then that kid's not the one you gotta worry about.
It's probably harder nowadays, though. You know, back then, parent can, run a household. The other parent stays at home and nurtures. Sure. Now it's both parents work, so it's a little bit harder on parents.
Sometimes, but so for instance, there's a guy that we both know. He's a big guy named John. I'll just say that much. I'm sure you can figure out who I'm talking about. Oh, he talks about his kid. You may not know him.
I don't know.
I thought it was John Wick.
No.
He's not that
John
big.
Wick's not that big.
He doesn't have kids.
He's tall.
Well, I don't know if he was talking about his height.
He has a dog.
But that kid is not a pussy. I can fucking tell you that much. And he's grown up in the same education system, probably worse than the one I went through. But it's because of what his life was like at home, of instilling like, no, this is what hard work really is. This is what sacrifice actually means. This is why you need to be thankful for this stuff.
Sure.
We're going to make you experience this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be fun.
No, yeah, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
It's the people that are probably in our shoes where we're growing up with broken families. Like, we've covered this before. We're all from fucking broken homes.
Sure.
So I had all kinds of shit that, like, I had to learn later in life of, like, oh, I don't know this shit. Or, like, this part of my character isn't fully developed because I didn't have two parents. Like, there's a reason that everybody's supposed to have a mom and a dad. You know?
But you're not a fucking psychiatrist.
Oh my God, I know, but I love it so much when I'm right.
He's like, yeah, character. That's it. That's all. The lesson's done.
No,
character.
good job. Agreed. Yes, completely. Yes.
Yeah.
You learn things when you grow up compared to what you're.
But when our education system is openly teaching against having character, that's the frustrating part.
The second thing.
Don't stand out.
I'm glad I remember this because I was going to completely forget about this. The second thing that I was talking about was pedophiles. The line.
Ooh,
the line in the fucking sand with me is fucking pedophiles. That is a complete mental problem. You are not supposed to at all, 100% at all. There's zero tolerance for this shit. Touch any of the innocents, period. You don't fucking go after kids. Stick to your own fucking kind. That's it. That's where my line is. So you can go ahead and all you want, up and down. Oh, we should make this part of the fucking community. No, I'm not going to fucking handle it. You touch my fucking kid, I'm beating the shit out of you. That's how it works.
So I'll give a shout out to somebody. This is very random, but a guy called Anxiety War. He's a YouTube channel that I literally just stumbled across this week, watched one video, and was weirded the fuck out. But this guy, he pretends to be underage females and then fucking does the whole like Dateline, catch a predator thing.
It's so cool.
He just fucking straight does it. Like, he just does it and records the whole thing on YouTube, and then like catches the dude, like makes them meet up, and then records the interaction, and then gives all of the information to the police, along with like the chat logs, the photos that he's given, and then pictures of him when he shows up, and then his fucking license plate when he drives off, and then gets
fucking genius.
Yeah.
Got him.
That's fucking genius.
I want to give that guy a high five.
Holy shit,
he seems
dude.
like kind of a weird guy, be honest.
Well, to think outside the box like that.
He's doing the fucking Lord's work there.
Yeah, he is.
I was thinking about making a show of going up to their house, pretending that I'm this person, then meeting up with them, and then as soon as they show up, I'm going to tie them down and then just lop their fucking...
Dude, see, that's the weird part, though, is that you kind of got to go deep to pretend to be a fucking underage girl.
I'll just be like, hey, I'm like young.
What's hilarious, though, is
texting, though. It's like
it's the instant message, basically.
Yeah.
But like, they're like, I want pictures, I want nudes. And so, like, he fucking literally...
find it?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't go down that road. He literally, like, took, like, bad lighting, a picture of himself, and he's, like, a 26-year-old guy, a bad lighting of a picture of himself in pajama pants of, like, his butt, and, like,
himself?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and it just looks like an underdeveloped kid, like that. He just managed to, like, it doesn't look like a chick with a booty. I mean, I guess the upside is if these fucking gross ass pedophiles are not looking for anyone with curves. So he managed to make it because he's not going to go look up pictures of some other female and post it. And
I'm going to make a show.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, no,
God.
He fucking just wings it. And it's so fucking hilarious. I don't know. It's not hilarious. It's really fucking weird in all accounts. It's weird that people fucking do this. It's weird that he has to put his mindset into it. And then he's sitting there analyzing this fucking asshole, how sadistic this dude is. And the guy that he caught was trying to meet up with him the same fucking day they were messaging, which he was like, that's super fucking rare. And this guy's got to be some kind of super predator. Who knows?
Predator.
Who knows how many fucking kids he's fucked with if he's trying to do that
on the same day?
Yeah.
I'm going to start
Yeah.
I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And my username is going to be called Eunuch Maker.
I thought you already did start a YouTube channel.
And I'll supply them with a personal straw for them to fucking piss out of. The shit's fucking, dude. I'm sorry, man. There's some things in this world that I really 100% can't.
You don't fuck kids.
I can't take. There's certain things in this world that I just cannot take, and that's both sides, by the way. Don't think that I'm that guy that's going to tell you, oh, this school teacher fucking a young dude. No, that's both ways from me.
If he's 17, 18.
Can we go back to that though?
No.
Let's go back to that though.
Okay.
So
Come on.
I have to be fair on both accounts. It's
why
not-
was that
no.
not a thing when we were in school?
Yeah.
I would love to be banging a teacher.
It was a
Yeah.
thing. It
Then
just
I wouldn't
wasn't
have to
at your
be
school.
like I wouldn't have to do
It happens.
Yeah,
It just wasn't so mainstreamed.
bro.
So okay, here's my
Had some
whole thing on this.
fucked up teachers.
What I
All
was
my
talking.
teachers are ugly.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So what's weird is the state
Came
that
too
this,
close.
the state that this was happening in
To what?
is actually legal for a fucking any age to have sex with a 16-year-old, which that's already pretty fucking extreme. Of a 40-year-old to be able to have sex with a 16-year-old. That was legal in this state.
Kansas?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck no. Kansas, you have any idea how conservative Kansas is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no. That's not a fucking thing there.
I mean, I could see that from when
Everybody
when
acts
you
like
first
Kansas
came.
is the South for some reason. Everybody wants to pretend like Kansas is like it's like backwards people. No,
No.
that's the South. All right, that's where we are. That's,
No, it's not.
So hold on, Kansas is not the South?
no.
Yeah, so tell me more about fucking Kansas. What are you talking about?
Anyways, that's already fucking weird enough of being 40 and being able to just, it's totally legal to have sex with a 16-year-old. I think it's fucking weird being my age of early 30s and having sex with an 18-year-old. That's fucking gross to me. Like,
I mean, does she have curves or
yeah.
nah?
I'm not going
Right,
to go to
exactly. As soon as I make it real, you're like, okay, no, I don't want to fuck a high schooler.
No. I mean,
I think it's weird.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you want to fuck a high schooler? Yeah, no, you don't.
Is she 18?
Yeah,
She-
it's fucking-
he said
That's what he
18.
said. He's like,
He
is
said
she
18.
Yeah,
It's
18
fucking
with
curves.
curves.
Listen,
She got curves at 18.
I think that 18 is a perfect age for somebody to have consent on their own, to being an adult. I cannot sit here and try to touch that. Do I think it's weird? Sure. But I'm not going to have the same argument for an above age adult to have sex with an underage adult, period.
Well, we got
Makes
got
sense.
people that are
I'm-
getting caught like with marijuana. Well, this was like during my high school time. At the age of 17, getting trialed as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there's
You're getting trialed
13-year-olds.
as an adult at 17. All right, let the boy have fucking sex.
So a couple fold here. One, I'm more liberal when it comes to this kind of thing, to where like I look at from a biological standpoint, and biologically speaking, people are told that they should have sex, biologically speaking, much earlier than 18 years old. So I don't know that it makes sense for that to be the legal age of consent. Now that said, I think that the way a lot of states do it, to where you can have sex at a younger age, but it needs to be someone relatively close to your age. So you can't be a 16-year-old that's having sex with 25, 30-year-olds. That's illegal. But if you're a 16-year-old that's having sex with an 18-year-old, no one needs to go to fucking jail.
What about
If you're-
23?
if you're a
16 to
senior-
23.
If you're a senior in high school
I'm being
and
real.
you're dating a fucking sophomore, that is not grounds to send someone to jail. That's ridiculous.
Make him a
Right.
eunuch. No, what I'm trying
There's
to say.
nothing like that has nothing to do with child molestation.
There is a line in the sand
And
about that.
on
I
the
agree.
on the other end too, of
You're
when you're talking
really weirded
about
out right
how you feel like you don't withstand the double standard of guys and girls having sex early with, say, like a teacher, whatever.
Mhm.
So a 16-year-old cannot go out with a 23-year-old.
Depending on the state,
Florida?
I don't know,
I think that's arrestable.
but
She
what
shall be
I'm getting at is
nameless.
that it
Mhm.
is it's. I think it's ridiculous to pretend that men and women are the same,
Sure.
and that men and women view sex the same, because mostly we do not.
Isn't there like 300 genders? You better talk about all of them right now, so that way we can.
Two.
No,
Zen.
fucking Snapchat says differently.
So
Snapchat filter says
I
differently.
don't.
Which is offending a lot of people
I
right
really,
now.
don't give a fuck,
I
man.
have trouble believing, and now I'm not going to say that there aren't those rare occasions, but I'm having trouble believing that a 14-year-old boy is scarred for the rest of his life because he had sex.
I
He's
agree.
He's being high-fived from
Now,
all
you
his
could-
Right,
you
boys.
good job, boy.
Yeah.
but I have
you-
to be fair.
even-
You
a dad
could,
is
well,
like-
no, you don't have to. You have to be real. You don't
So-
have to be fair.
Older guy can't have sex with younger girl, but
Yes.
but older woman can have sex with younger boy.
Yes.
We're okay with that.
I am.
Nah,
Oh,
not me.
then,
Why?
Then I'm
why
good.
why
I'm
do you
good.
have to treat men and women the same when you know they aren't?
Well, then that would give everybody an out. Then that would
Yeah,
give.
but all right. How about this? Don't you remember hearing like all these girls saying we're a lot more mature than you guys? than the boys because supposedly they mature a lot faster than the males.
Sure.
And all that shit. Like,
still don't believe that shit, but whatever. Yeah.
Well, either way, shouldn't the women not be doing that? I think that's what Dillon's trying to get at. Yeah. No.
What I'm getting at is that females are much more emotionally attached to the person that they are having sex with, and generally, especially when you're talking about a person of authority, it can be far more psychologically scarring on a female to have sex with someone at a younger age, to where that is not true for a male. It is very rare that a 14-year-old boy has sex with someone and is scarred for life. That being reversed, it's very easy to see how a 13 or 14-year-old
What about male teacher?
girl,
What about male teacher and male child?
homosexual stuff?
Sure. Now we're changing it up again.
Yeah,
That's my whole. Like, I get your point.
When you say now that you're changing it up again, are you talking about laws, or you just mean that I have to give it a second thought?
Give it a second thought.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, and I can agree with you to a certain point. However, I'm gonna have to just give it one equal playing field and just agree with 18 years old.
Right.
18 years old. After you're 18, that's it.
It's just weird to me when
For an 18 and 17-year-old, okay, I can fathom with that.
Well, I just mean it's weird to me that we're putting humans in cages.
Yeah, in categories. I know.
For having sex. Yeah, I don't know.
We're also putting them in categories, like 18 years old. We made that as a society that's an age.
Right.
When everybody's ready at 12.
No one's treated as an adult at 18 anymore, by the way. I would like to see it across the fucking board.
They're not?
I would like to see it treated. Everybody's a fucking adult in all fucking ways of society.
100% all fucking ways.
Yes.
Not this whole, woe is me bullshit.
Not just drinking, though. Rent a car.
Everything.
Get a hotel room.
Everything.
Fucking everything.
Yeah.
All responsibilities put on you at 18.
You're an adult, but only when you vote. Like, that's literally... You heard about like how they're trying to change the freaking age to 16?
Yep. 16,
but they want to raise...
illegal.
They want to raise the 21 for guns. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? You ass backwards leftist fucks. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we're going to fucking do right now?
Because they only see rights as something that's convenient for them.
Convenient for them. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
so I listened to a guy, and he put it in a really fucking great and interesting way when he was talking about, rights. A lot of leftists want to talk about, healthcare as a human right, and, food is a human right. He was talking about a yoga instructor that was hiking in Hawaii, and she fell and broke her leg and was lost in the woods.
3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, for a while.
For
yeah.
17 days. And he was like, what were her natural rights within those 17 days? Could she say whatever she wanted? Could she defend her own life if she felt like it? How about her right to health care? How about her right to food? You have natural rights that you absolutely automatically get access to, and all the government is doing is infringing on those rights versus these bullshit made-up ones that you're pretending are natural rights just because you want them to be.
Sure. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
She probably lost her job.
They're like, oh, well, you were gone for so long.
And not only that,
they
they drop her from healthcare. Now she has no healthcare when she went into the
Bitch
hospital.
don't have fucking healthcare through a yoga studio.
Yeah,
You don't know, bro?
You were gone for, so long. We thought you just, no call, no showed, and we already replaced you. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's policy.
It's policy.
God.
I love that every time you're going to explain something, so you do it every episode, you have to say that you're more liberal than us. Every time. I'm the more liberal of us, but we're going to explain this.
No. More liberal and more conservative.
And more conservative.
And more
I'm sorry.
conservative.
Well, I didn't do that this time, and I am more...
You just did it.
Wait, did
when
I?
we did. We're going to
just
record
said
it 10 minutes ago.
I did say I'm more liberal on this particular topic, and I am.
Okay.
When it comes...
That's what he did. Yeah,
when it comes to
I know, but he says
people
that.
having sex,
everything.
I'm generally on the realm of freedom. When it comes to what you can do with your own body, I really think that the government and society needs the back
Sex
the fuck up.
equals freedom. I'm making that shirt.
I mean, I don't think...
Freedom equals sex.
I'm for the legalization of all kinds of drugs. Not because I think all drugs are good, but I think that if you have the ownership of anything on this fucking planet, it's your own body.
It's your own body. Yeah.
So who the fuck is anybody to tell you what you can ingest?
He's fired up. I like it.
I'm getting kind of passionate about this.
Me picking on.
No, you're right though. No, you're absolutely right. And that's where I get torn about the whole abortion thing.
Yeah.
I get torn between that.
Here's the thing. Here's where I'm very torn on this topic. I have come to the conclusion it's undeniably a baby that's getting murdered. It's
Yes.
undeniably a human life. You can call it a human life rather than a baby, but it's a fucking baby that's getting murdered. It's super fucked up to say. I recognize the other viewpoint of like, yeah, but it's going to be a massive financial burden and that could possibly put me in abject poverty for the rest of my life.
Or that child will probably be put into a home, or that child will never be cared for, and that child will turn into something else. You're saving that child's life and by not letting it go in this world.
You're murdering it. You're murdering a child.
No. I'm giving you the devil's advocate.
Right.
Like what people say, yeah.
So that's the thing. Like just the selfish aspect of the female. If you have a baby when you're 16, your likelihood to be in abject poverty just went through the fucking roof. Not going to necessarily be that way, but it definitely went up through the roof.
No, I know. Actually,
so their whole argument is, it's my body, it's my choice. It's affecting the rest of my life. Why the fuck do you have the ability to tell me what I can do? It's my medical, blah blah blah. But you're also definitely murdering a baby.
So if I was,
and you
if
also
I was married,
definitely let a dude dump inside you. So it's kind of your fault.
Yeah,
but
so
even even that said, it's still, I get it. Like I understand that me saying that I am anti-choice, whatever, pro-life, however you want to fucking put it, it's definitely imposing on someone else's life.
That's in their own body.
So that's why I'm conflicted.
Yeah.
So currently I would say I recognize that as absolutely a human life getting extinguished. And it's not a major voting point for me because I'm conflicted on how I feel about it because I totally recognize that is a human life getting killed, but it's also affecting people in a massive way to go in and make that illegal.
So if I was married to that same girl and I decided that she was a financial burden for me, am I allowed to just offer?
Yes.
She's not.
You're going to be an enormous financial burden for me. We should
she's
just
not growing inside of you.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well,
that's a major
she
determining
lives in my
factor.
fucking house.
Yeah, but she's not growing inside of your body, literally.
Well, what if like her nagging starts festering in your fucking head?
Here's what's real fucked up though, is that in the cases of people, I didn't realize
the reason why I said I said that though was simply because that's literally what it sounds like, the same logic they're giving me. Like, yes, the person's growing inside
because they're inconvenient, then I can kill them.
It's inconvenient, so I can kill that person. Okay, well, bitch, you're fucking inconvenient.
That's the argument against it. Absolutely. And I totally understand and agree with that.
That right there, I'm putting that in literally the same light. And you can go ahead and you can argue all you want. Oh, it's not born yet. No. It's a living being inside of you. It's just needing time to grow. It's the same fucking thing.
I think it's like 7 to 8 weeks, somewhere in there. It has brain waves.
It's literally alive.
I mean, that's how we determine if someone's dead, is if their brain waves stop. I don't know why we wouldn't use that to determine whether they're alive or not.
Zombie.
But, Steven Crowder...
We already did the episode. That's it. No more.
Zombie episode.
Steven Crowder did a hidden camera episode where they went into a Colorado abortion clinic, and they have medical exemption late-term abortions. But what's fucked up about that, because you hear that kind of thing and you think... okay, well, it's only going to be for legitimate medical purposes, but it kind of turns into the way medical marijuana was there, of like, you only get it for legitimate medical purposes, air quotes, to where basically you just pay an abortion doctor to kill your baby. And, they were talking about this lady, she was fucking 7 months pregnant, and she had married with 3 kids, and was just like, I don't want to have to take this on, so I'm just going to lie and tell my husband that I got a miscarriage, and she's having a fucking abortion.
Ugh.
Yeah. I mean, that shit happens in America. That is some fucking hard shit to swallow.
No.
Well, if she did more of that, then they wouldn't have the problem.
I mean, if it...
And
what was his word? What did he say at the very beginning?
Dump.
No. Hey-yo.
Thank you for the win. For the win. No. Can't talk anymore.
It's the effect that has on the fucking other person.
Swallow more. That's the answer to life.
Gray area is where we're at, right?
Being married to someone and, fucking purposely having a kid and then having that person go in and murder that.
And then lie to you about it would piss me off.
And you have no repercussion. You have no right to stop it.
Why doesn't he have a choice?
No choice.
So he doesn't have a choice.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think when you're married, that should be bullshit. I think that at that point that he should be able to have a choice.
Yeah, but how are you going to enforce that? How are you going to do anything with that? Like, oh, you have to have this kid now that's in your body.
Put an IV in her
You're
arm.
gonna
Well,
have
fucking
her-
honestly,
and we're
at
just gonna
7
keep her-
months though, like she
7
could
months,
literally
yeah.
have that baby taken out of her, and the baby would more likely live.
Mhm.
At 7 months, they can put that baby in a hospital, and it will fucking finish developing.
As good, though?
Mostly,
As good.
he's like, "Is it going to be?
It's going to be
runt?
better.
Is it going to be?
It's going to be
runt?
better because it's being hooked into a machine.
It won't run as fast.
It's part robot.
Definitely preemie. And
Yeah.
they definitely
Part
don't
robot.
work as good unless they're like
Oh,
really
my
cared
God.
for and put back into some kind of womb atmosphere thing. It's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you
Sure.
No, for the extra womb or the fake womb that they put them into is a thing.
So I don't know. That's a whole nother time. I was just going to talk about fucking babies. You can give them everything they need to survive, but if you don't give them love, they die. You can just give them milk.
Can you inject love though? Just
No.
love.
No,
No, it's just
if you don't
showing.
give them physical touch and care and talk to them, they will die. If you just feed them and put them in a sterile environment.
Really?
Yeah, so I think it's probably that on steroids when it comes to something like a preemie, to where you have to have like intense care and attention to it. I'm sure that the develop in that stage is super important because it's normally constantly with its mom. You know, it's never apart. So I don't know. Fucked up. Super sad. Nice way to end this fucking awesome podcast. I don't know what else to say other than Commando is the tits. Do not fucking sleep on Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. It is the worst, best movie Arnold Schwarzenegger ever fucking made.
And
Freedom equals sex and swallow more.
yeah, if you're gonna sleep with somebody, wear a rubber. All right,
Or swallow.
or swallow.
Or swallow.
Bitch, don't let him dump in you.
Yeah,
Don't let him dump it, you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming from Bad Karma Live,
Nah.
Cabal USA. Don't forget to go to cabalusa.co and type in that promo code Covert Standard and clear motherfucking malfunction.
Ayo!
I am the Nitro Panda. Peace out. Yeah, she should have done that more. What was that line in Holy Grail? An African swallow? Oh, it's still recording.
Because it really